Students are making art to raise money for the arts as the Craft Center prepares for their lonely pottery sale.
And McAlexander Fieldhouse put students through the ringer at Saturday's Battleground Bootcamp.
I'm Hayden Wilcox, and tonight we're talking about how this machine brings artifacts to the classroom.
We'll have all that and more on tonight's Beaver News. Good evening and welcome to your Tuesday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Emily Schucht.
And I'm Molly Jones. We're glad you could join us tonight. Earlier today, Governor John Kitzhaber revealed a large list of college and university construction projects around Oregon. The entire collection of projects totals up to a proposed $242 million, much of which will be utilized here at OSU. The largest component of the proposal is a $65 million project that would be used to create a new Oregon State University classroom building and quad. Kitzhaber's proposal could also bring yet another building, similar to our Kelly Engineering Hall, to our campus. This building would be designed as the hub for OSU's chemical, biological, and environmental engineering classes.
This gift is going to be paired along with a $5 million gift from an anonymous donor to advance Oregon State's Performing Arts programs and its emerging leadership in digital arts, performance technology, and communication. This gift represents the largest donation that the university has received for the arts. The donation allows for 4 faculty staff positions in the arts department, as well as creating graduate fellowship and programming funds in the performing arts. Executive Dean of the Division of Arts and Sciences, Larry Rogers, had this to say about the donation, quote, "We look forward to building on OSU's rich heritage and are determined to make elevating the arts the university's next great accomplishment." And while we're on the topic of arts, let's talk about how it can help students de-stress. It's week 5 of winter term, which means midterms are right around the corner for most students. And we all know that midterms can cause a great deal of stress for students.
Last night, we talked about how some students are using physical activities such as dodgeball to let off some steam. Tonight, we're going to take a look at how some other students are using art as a way to escape.
That's right, Molly. The OSU Craft Center is not only a great resource to settle yourself, but is also a great way to help raise money for the arts program. Beaver News reporter Ashley Thieler has the story.
Things are heating up here at the Craft Center as employees prepare for the Lonesome Pottery Sale. The sale will take place on February 8th in the Trysting Tree Lounge that's located inside the Memorial Union. Sean Wyman, a senior at OSU, shares what goes into the art of ceramics.
And the throw-a-thon involved making all of the ceramics that we're going to sell. And it's called the Lonesome Pottery Sale because what anybody leaves behind is what we then glaze and put through the process and then take to our sale to promote the Craft Center.
The money raised for the sale goes towards maintaining and updating the facilities.
And take a beginning ceramics class or an intermediate or expert or whatever you want. The Craft Center has a lot more exciting things besides ceramics too. So anybody that's interested in arts and crafts, this is the place to be in Corvallis.
This has been Ashley Thieler reporting for the Beaver News.
To address the sexual violence that impacts our campus and community, and in lieu of recent events, a town hall meeting convened tonight from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in the LaSalle Stewart Center. The meeting discussed how OSU is attending to the issues of sexual assault prevention and recovery. Leaders of the OSU community united to give an overview of the extensive prevention and recovery services Oregon State University offers. The Oregon State campus community was invited to participate and voice their concerns relating to the safety of all community members.
As one of the worst flu seasons in recent years continues to spread, experts in the Linus Pauling Institute at OSU suggest that more individuals may want to get their blood levels of vitamin D checked. During this time of year, many individuals have low vitamin D levels, which can affect a wide range of immune functions. While experts still say that the best defense against the flu is the vaccine itself, an increased vitamin D level may also improve the response to the vaccine. Recyclemania, the National College Recycling Competition, is back on at OSU.
During this 10-week challenge, OSU is competing against other schools for the largest amount of recyclables per capita. Campus recycling measures how much trash, recycling, and compost is created on campus and reports it every week. In 2010, OSU and U of O started a Civil War competition of our own during Recyclemania. And since 2010, OSU has been undefeated every year. With 9 weeks to go, the Beavs are ahead again, but the competition is close so far. OSU has recycled 1.7 pounds of waste per person, while U of O has recycled 1.2 pounds per person.
Are you lacking the energy it takes to go to the gym each day? Well, you just might be working out without even realizing it. A new study from researchers at OSU is suggesting that health benefits can be obtained each day from small amounts of activity such as taking the stairs or raking the leaves, as long as it adds up to 30 minutes per day. Researchers of the study are encouraging individuals to live a more active lifestyle by choosing to be active whenever possible.
And some students went above and beyond doing daily activities this weekend in order to get a killer workout. On Saturday, the McAlexander Fieldhouse hosted Battleground Bootcamp, an intense hour-long group workout session that got all OSU students all warmed up and ready for midterms this week. We sent Beaver News reporter Anna Singer to the scene.
This Saturday in the McAlexander Fieldhouse was the OSU Beaver Bootcamp, where around 200 OSU students joined to take part in a 1-hour, high-energy body weight workout. The goal of this boot camp was to promote other programs and workout classes held by rec sports.
On Mondays and Wednesdays at 4 and 5:15, we have a cross-training boot camp where we flip tires, use heavy ropes, throw medicine balls around, basically do a lot of different interval training, get a lot of muscle confusion, high energy output, getting people to move around and have fun.
The hour consisted of non-stop full-body exercise and even a DJ playing tunes to keep people motivated.
Go, nice job, guys!
I feel awesome right now. I love working out. My shoulders are super sore, and I'm ready to go take a nap.
We were hoping for about 200 people, and we got about 200 people. We want people to learn. You can come out, have some fun, and exercise is fun. You know, you don't need equipment, you don't even need a gym. We can do this anywhere, anytime. So I'm super psyched. We had an awesome turnout. The student body at Oregon State is amazing, and they've always been super supportive of rec sports and the fitness programs.
So what other events are rec sports holding?
Well, we're going to plan probably a giant Zumba party. We're going to do it Mother's Day weekend. So Oregon State's Mother's Day weekend. So we're hoping we're going to block off MAC again and get some similar, but we'll have 3 Zumba instructors instead of 4 boot camp instructors.
This is Anna Singer with the Beaver News.
Well, that looks like a lot of fun and a lot of work. I think it'd be a lot easier to get moving if I had some music to listen to. Wouldn't you say, Molly?
I agree. And speaking of music, this looks like no better time for Tuesday night segment of Molly's Music Minute. This Friday, we had Solar Cellar on Locals Live, our KBVR TV concert show. This Salem-based rock and alternative rock band consists of Laven Both on bass and lead vocals, Jack Venom on guitar, and Cody King on percussion. All of the members have been in a number of bands before, and each of them has experimented with different styles and instruments. Solar Cellar is a relatively new band. They've only been together since August, with only 2 or 3 shows under their belts before Locals Live. Fun fact, they hold their band practices in a barn. These easygoing guys said they write their songs collaboratively, based on just about anything that comes to mind.
Someone will play something, and then someone will start jamming to it, and then we kind of just make it a song. One of our songs is about like a frog, and one of them is about a rainbow. It's just random, it doesn't matter.
To see more local bands, be sure to tune in to Locals Live every Friday at 6 p.m. This week, an electro-pop duo called Ask You and Gray will be joining us in the studio. This has been Molly's Music Minute.
Thanks to an Oregon State initiative, there is a new hero for kids to look up to. Food Hero is a program developed by the OSU's Extension Service and promotes healthy eating in young children. During the next 5 months, the program plans to hold 58 events at different elementary schools. At these events, nutrition educators dressed up as Food Hero will demonstrate how to make dishes from the organization's website, foodhero.org, and serve samples of the dishes throughout the school. For the past 2 weeks, we've been following our Beaver news reporter Hayden Wilcox as he brought us behind the scenes of the Cooper's Ferry Archaeological Field School. Last night, we had some technical difficulties while running the story, so we decided to air it again tonight. Tonight marks the last segment of our series and the final word from Cooper's Ferry as we find out how combining history and digital technology can lead to the creation of engaging teaching tools. This report was supported by OSU and the Bureau of Land Management.
Unless you happen to uncover an item for yourself, it's unlikely that you'll ever have the chance to hold on to a 10,000-year-old artifact. But by utilizing modern technology, Dr. Davis aims to change that.
So we're reimagining the idea of doing archaeology in a 21st century digital way.
Using lasers, a 3D scanner can map tens of thousands of data points. Each scan is accurate to 0.1 millimeters. That's 1/10 the width of a penny.
What we can do with this is render three-dimensional models of the artifact. What's even better is we can take this three-dimensional model and send it off to have it replicated. We can print versions of the artifacts that we work with and distribute them to other people. We can use them for ourselves, for education. Students can handle them in classes. Students can handle artifacts that you never ever would be able to get your hands on.
And this scan is the series of data points that have had a surface laid over the top of them so you can actually see the structure of the projectile point itself.
From thousands of data points, a classroom-friendly copy is created, virtually the same as its prehistoric counterpart.
So here we have a series of replicas of different projectile points. As you can see, these replicas are a broad range of forms and shapes and sizes. Here you can see this is the point that we were scanning with the three-dimensional scanner.
Dr. Davis believes that using additional technology such as this will usher in greater classroom comprehension and public engagement. This is Hayden Wilcox, reporting for the Beaver News.
If you would like more information on our Cooper's Ferry segment, or if you missed a segment, the Beaver News will be posting the entire series to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. I'm Molly Jones.
And I'm Emily Schucht. We're glad you could join us this evening. Make sure to find us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter at Beaver News.
Thanks for joining us, and have a good night.